He might not be from Krypton, but he's heads above the rest. His knowledge can't be questioned. You can put it to the test. So if you want to hear the truth and have nowhere else to go, I'll give you the solution. Just tune into his show and just kneel before Zod. Kneel before Zod. Kneel before Zod. Kneel before Zod.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Phantom Zone. It is the most earth-shaking, groundbreaking, but never media show money taking, the man, the myth, the legend, the most electrifying villain in all of YouTube entertainment today, Mr. Zod. And today, I am here with the bitchy one, bitchy unicorn, my better half, the connoisseur of movie reviews, the person who loves hanging out with me so much and reviewing movies. Look at the bastion of hanging out. Actually, no, she's got a Spider-Man shirt. Got a Yoda shirt. Okay. Anyways, I don't know where I was going with all that. How you guys doing? Today we are going to do a movie review on Nobody. And, we're going to do Godzilla. And how are you doing, Rebecca? How are you doing, Gary North?
We're doing Nobody first.
But today we are doing Nobody. Yes, we were going to do the review last night, but then I got tired in life.
Yeah.
So I sent out a Twitter message. I'm sorry, Gary. I don't think the Twitterverse reached you. So anyways, welcome, everybody. We're going to talk about Nobody. There may or may not be spoilers in this. I don't know. What do we want to do? Are we going to go spoiler? Yeah.
I mean, there is a point in the movie where everything was a little bit of a blur because it was so awesome. Yes, action, violence.
So are we, that did not answer my question whatsoever if we were going to do spoilers.
Sure. Because there is one thing I want to mention that's really cool.
So okay, when we get to spoilers, then we'll talk. We'll say like spoilers, but we'll just give you guys the basics of the movie, what we thought about it, and then we'll get into spoiler territory. If you're still here, then it's whatever. Geekocidal Tendencies says, in the middle of my Punky Brewster revival, watching Zod. Thank you. I appreciate it because I'm pretty sure that I'm more entertaining than Punky Brewster. But then again, I didn't see that. I was actually, mildly interested in seeing that because I am a fan of Punky Brewster. I'm so glad they have a revival of that. Is that on the Peacock Network? Gary North says, I don't do Twitter. I'm old school. Fax machine and pagers only. The technology can't get you. Good man. Fight the power. Anyways, but yeah, I'm going to try to not get into too many spoilers until at a point, and then I'll let you guys know. But
there's only one thing in general, in particular, that I wanted to mention. That it's not too much of a spoiler, but it's a surprise. So.
Oh, Geekocidal Tendencies. I have the Peacock Network. I actually got the Peacock. That sounds bad. That sounds really bad. Oh, Cherry K, welcome. How are you? Hashtag Zod is a basic bitch. Laugh my ass off. Hashtag, by the way, hashtag the Stormtrooper Cup is my fave. Thank you. I love the Stormtrooper Cup too. This is actually one that I stole from Bitchy. This is hers. She loves Into the Spider-Verse and
Spider-Man.
Yeah, and which Spider-Man is this? Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, you're screwed up. You're all. He drank before this, so he's a little.
No, I did not. Prove
Yeah.
it.
You're like, have you ever had a Long Island before?
No, I
You know what it does to you.
No, I had a Long Island iced tea, and then 2 Jack and Cokes.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
choices were made. Decisions were made. No, but anyways, we're going to talk about Nobody, which was great. So I'm going to give a quick rundown or a synopsis of the movie, and then we're going to jump right into it and what we love. The Glare says, I loved this movie except for the fact that it was missing one key element to make a movie great. I do agree. Oh, never mind. I found the follow-up. He said Amber Heard. Glare, you fucking troll.
There should be a movie with Amber Heard where she just fights men. That
would be pretty accurate. I mean, no, there was. It was called Drive Angry.
What?
You've never seen Drive Angry?
Oh,
I've only watched it for Nicolas Cage.
He's in that too. Oh, I'm definitely watching it.
Yeah,
Drive Angry.
Nick Cage dies and goes to hell.
It would be like what's that monster of an actor? What's his the one Angry Driver movie where he just goes after that woman because she honked at him.
Unhinged.
Unhinged.
Oh my god.
Because,
that was great.
We did a review on that where that woman deserves it because being on time is like the easiest thing to do, and you should be able to do that. You deserve being late and crap. But he was really good in that movie.
Yeah, Russell Crowe made that movie worth seeing. Guys, it is on Amazon for like free. Russell Crowe in Unhinged.
Peacock.
Russell Crowe in Unhinged was fantastic. Like, the rest of the movie was crap.
Ooh,
but
Nicolas
Russell
Cage
Crowe... Hey.
No, I'm just saying Nicolas Cage is the guy who escapes.
Russell Crowe was awesome in that movie. But hey, what's up, T-Virus Terrence? What's up? Good to see you, buddy. We have Janie Davis and KH. Welcome. Yes, I do agree. It's like we're on the same page, you and me. He said Unhinged only works because Russell Crowe. Otherwise, that movie would be a complete throwaway. Exactly. I totally agree. Oh, good. You can watch our review of it. Cage says, I watched Unhinged a couple of weeks back. So, yeah, it was a pretty decent movie.
That Angry Driver seems like a curious movie.
No, it's Drive Angry.
What did I say?
That Angry Driver.
Oh, whatever. It's the same thing. Come on.
T-Virus. No, I did not. I did not get your email.
Oh, you're gonna go check it now. Jeez.
Yeah, because
I did see your email, and that's...
No, I didn't.
No, I mean, like, you would fake...
Or, wait, hold on a second. I think he means his email address. He might have left it on a video. I've got so many responses now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, T-Virus. Unhinged only works because of Russell Crowe. Otherwise, that movie would be a complete throwaway. Oh, yeah. He was definitely the most entertaining part of it. He's just a brutal monster.
Oh, Janie Davis is leaving. Night, Janie.
Oh, I thought we did it early enough, but okay.
Well, you know, that I blame you. That's all your fault.
You were sleeping.
I was not sleeping. I was...
Hey, let's prove it by taking off your head.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, which one? Which video? Hashtag Zod's ghosting. Geekasyle Tendency says nobody was missing a character. John Wick. Yes, I'm gonna get to that. It was kind of like John Wick, but not really. And the reason why was because the guy who produced John Wick made it, and the guy who directed Hardcore Henry did the screenplay. So go figure. Two of my favorite movies, those people got together, and this was their child. Yes, my daughter is doing good. She's becoming a teenager. We should be terrified about that. Yeah, geekicidal tendencies. This does not have the old reused plots, and we're going to get into that. But first, let me just give you guys the synopsis. Nobody is the story of.
Can you read?
Shush.
It's okay. You try your best.
Emmy winner Bob Odenkirk, I love him. He's from Better Call Saul. I'm fine. Stars as Hutch, a mild man and overlooked and underestimated dad and husband, taking life's indignities on the chin and never pushing back. A nobody. When two thieves break into his suburban home one night, Hutch declines to defend himself or his family, hoping to prevent serious violence. His teenage son, Blake, is disappointed in him. His wife seems to pull further away. In the aftermath of the incident, he strikes a match in Hutch's long simmering rage, triggering a dormant instinct and propelling him on a brutal path that will surface dark secrets and lethal skills. In a barrage of fists, gunfights, and squealing tires, Hutch must save his family from dangerous adversaries. That was really kind of an exciting thing. IMDb gave me a really exciting thing to go with. So let me just start off with the way this movie opened. I really liked. If you've ever been doing the same job for like 20 years,
that made me just want to die.
I love that opening.
Because with every job I've had, it would immediately go into that where it's like, I'm doing this all the time. Is this going to be my life? And then, but this dude is like carrying on like, oh, everything's fine. And it's just so many people's lives seem like that. They just wanted me to die.
And we've got another troll here in the chat, Perp Minded. What up, Perp? If you guys don't know and you're not subscribed or you're not following, go check out Perp Minded. He is part of the Fandom Zone, does some great content. So definitely go and check out Perp. Also, if you like anime, he's your guy. Crummel, hey, how are you doing? Good to see you. Tiffany, hi. And Cherry K says, I love that opening, Zod.
No. Yeah. He was saying a bunch of stuff before the stream started.
No, we can't get into our personal...
No, I'm not going to get into it. I'm just saying you were saying a bunch of stuff, and then you're like, okay, good, I got it out of my system.
Hush, you know what happens. The crowd will run with it. Perp says, yes, I'm being held hostage. Help me. That's right, Perp. Oh, Elma Redacted. Hi, Elma. Good to see you. She said, just zipped over here from Tiffany's live. Is that her? You too. Okay, that's not just me, right? You say that.
Hello.
Stop being all proper. Whatever.
You see the H and the E and
whatever.
the L and the U and the R.
T-Virus says, Zod, I'm going to laugh if your daughter punches you into the Phantom Zone. That's why she's not going to talk to you, T-Virus. You're a bad influence. So let's start off with the beginning of the movie, which is just Bob Odenkirk as Hutch. He starts off, and they literally play a scene, and it's
so there is going to be spoilers.
Very little, very little.
Yeah, very little. Yeah.
He starts off with how we all do. He's literally waking up every day to the same routine. And I knew that this was going to be different because you're going to get a lot of people who are like, oh, this is a John Wick-esque kind of thing. But it is not really anything like John Wick whatsoever. I'd like to think actually this deals more with the perspective of a family man versus a trained assassin. Like, stuff does come out about that later, but it's more of a family man who's stuck in a repetitive cycle over and over again. And when we were watching this, I was looking at her in the theater and I was just laughing because we've all been in that point. Like, they literally show like it's a 5 or 10 minute scene of just waking up, drinking coffee, going or getting on the bus, going to work, coming back home, saying the same thing. And they keep on replaying this scene like nonstop before you even get to the beginning of the movie.
You can tell he's not really in the best spot with his wife because she has a freaking like big ass pillow in between them in bed. It's like, okay, at that point, just sleep somewhere else. That's stupid.
Look, Geekocide tendencies. We're not gonna count John Shelcampia. Every once in a while, he's like a broken clock and he gets something right. Okay, I don't count it. Every once in a while, there'll be the odd thing where I feel like he's not being paid and he does what he used to do, which is review stuff. And he's like, yeah, wait, let me see. I guess I'll give this a review because we all know John Campia is in the back pocket of all of the shows. South Florida Drifter, how are you? T-Virus says, Zod, this movie reminds me of the time when you took a while to get me on a panel and I snapped and beat you up and some random human.
He looks like from his picture he's going to beat you up.
Oh, yes. Terrence is awesome. Love Terrence. You know what? On this video, Terrence, put your email in the comments so that way I can write it down and I'll make sure she reminds me.
How about private message?
He doesn't have any.
Well, okay, whatever happens to his email after that.
But anyway, so yeah, it touches a lot on the monotony of life. And yeah, I like the beginning. So what did you think about the beginning?
I already had my view on it. He goes through each and every day doing the same thing. You can tell his son is being a teenage bitch and things aren't going well with his wife. And then there you go. That's the introduction.
Riveting stuff.
Yeah, that's all that needs to be said now. Get into the next part. Do you want me to do it or do you want to do it?
Okay, well, since you're on a roll, you just go ahead and do it.
Okay, because on one day when everything's normal, he wakes up in the middle of the night, and then he notices he's being robbed by 2 people. And they're like, give me your stuff. And one of them's distracted, and then the son comes down and surprises one of them, tackles him to the ground, and the woman with the gun is like, get off him, and he's about to like unleash the violence he picked up a golf club and he's about to swing and hit the woman with the gun, but he decides not to and tell his son to like get off and stuff like that. And that's how the son gets pissed off at him because we could have gotten him dead. And yeah, they leave. They only took a couple like bucks. Cops came. Even one of the cops was like, if that was my family, I would have. And then he stopped like, wow, the nerve.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, that was the biggest thing that got us. It was actually this hilarious part. There's a lot of little things in this movie that we really enjoyed. Where he's like, he said, like the scene with the cops where they were like, oh, if that was my family, I would have done something. Or, well, he was like, I was going to say, I would have done something, but then he just kind of pulls pulls back on that.
And there's the neighbor. There's this neighbor who has this cool car and says, yeah, I got it from my old man. He's like, oh, sorry for your loss. Nothing to miss. Like, at least I got something out of it and everything. He was one of the people who's like, man, I wish I would get robbed. I would, like I'm just like, Americans, you know.
Yeah, and South Florida Drifter
Good
says
training and good practice. And
says, bitchy, your hair is the edge.
Yeah.
Love it.
yeah, I said things.
Yeah. I still was going to read it because I highlighted it. Ow! Cherry K
What?
says,
Oh, sorry.
hashtag I can delete it right away and bitchy can see it.
What did you talk about?
Oh, T-Virus's email. Rebecca
Oh.
says, it's lovely to see you again at Bitchy Unicorn. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, there was, I think the big theme we can pull from that, it is about, it's about the feeling of you could do something and you choose not to. But then when you actually find out what he was, and you find out his reasons for not wanting to do something when he had the opportunity to do something, it all makes sense. It's it really that's the thing that I think I really liked about the movie is how it kind of opened up, you know, the rest of that where you like and found out like what he did, and then you're like,
That was cool. Okay, so what part are we getting into next?
okay, so
like afterwards when everyone.
oh, it was the
like,
pizza box that they left the door
Oh,
open.
because they broke into the house by leaving a pizza box propped underneath the garage so it wouldn't close all the way. And then, yeah, there's a bunch of people like, oh, I would have beat them up and stuff, and his family's disappointed, except his daughter.
Yeah, the daughter was the only one
an
who was.
angel,
She
yeah.
was.
She's too young to really know much, but then she says something like, "Have you seen my kitty cat bracelet? Like,
Oh
I
my
can't find
God.
it anywhere."
That was
And here's the thing: one of the things that they were rummaging through was there was like a dish, you know, like a key, like someplace to put your keys. There's a few bucks in that too. They were, and that must have been like the last place that he saw the bracelet, and he's like, oh, they must have taken that. So he goes out to go find the people.
It was pretty.
Oh, dang it. One sec. That screenshot. I'm gonna see. Dang it. I missed it. Okay.
You can I can just view it.
How about? Oh wait, yeah, I can. Okay, never mind. Got it. Here, I got it. I took a screenshot. It's fine.
Okay, cool. So, anyways, Zod, is that coffee mug you're going to leave lying around? No, I'm not going to leave it lying around, Alma, because she'll slap me upside the shoulder.
Yeah, because you
and
better
it
not
looks like
stain it like someone else did with one of my other favorite mugs.
That actually wasn't me. She's not actually yelling at me for that one.
You took it
actually have.
without my permission.
No,
like
I didn't.
you just assumed. No.
You gave me permission on this mug, woman. And welcome to marriage counseling here in the fandom zone.
You get it on my couch, though. You're dead.
You see this?
You're dead.
911, anybody.
You
911.
pay the money. You set it up. No, because your money's my money now. Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, so he learns about the missing kitty cat bracelet. He goes out to find these people. He eventually goes into some city district, and it's this like Hispanic couple that aren't doing so good in the money department, and he sneaks in there, barges in, slaps the man around a little bit, and then he hears crying. He goes into the other room, and there's he like, you know, like, give me the kitty cat bracelet and stuff. And he gets back his watch that they stole from him, and then he goes into the other room and notices there's a kid there, and that's one of the reasons why in the first place he didn't fight back, because, you know, he could have killed them, and he didn't know
But their
everything about the
situation-
situation.
No,
And that he realized what he did, and he gets out of there.
no, he didn't just say, "Give me the kitty back, the kitty bracelet back." It was like the way he delivers this line is.
It's in the trailer.
Give
me the kitty cat bracelet.
No, he says, "Give me the fucking kitty cat bracelet." The way he puts the emphasis on it, because you're going, "Oh my god," he's like really adamant. It's like the point where this was different because it was like fuck the neighbors. They are loud all the time. Ow. This is the point. This is the point where, oh, you're welcome, T-Virus. Much love. This is the point in the movie where I feel like you have that one thing that happens in life. Like, he just snapped. Like, it really wasn't, I don't think about the kitty cat bracelet. He just lost it. And then he saw the baby, and it was kind of sad because the baby was like on a respirator and stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's when he realizes, like, what am I doing? And then he gets out of there. Isn't that when he goes on the bus?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps.
We have to, South Florida Drifter, send me your suggestion in a DM on Twitter. She's very picky. All her. She's like picky
books,
with movies.
With movies.
Everything.
I have to really, really have an interest in it for me to spend my time in it. I hate it when I spend time on something and I really didn't like it and I've wasted time. That's why I'll never, if I see a trailer for a movie and I'm not 100% or I don't have at least a little interest in it, I just won't see it. Because then it'll make me cranky if I waste my time. But yeah, check it out. I'll check out whatever.
I believe that. But yeah, so I mean, then there's the scene, and it was in the trailer. He goes on this bus, and it was.
Oh wait, he's on the bus because. Wait, because he was searching. Before that, he was like the woman from the Hispanic couple that robbed him. He noticed had a tattoo, and he was going throughout the city to tattoo places, saying like, "Hey, do you recognize this?" And he eventually goes up to this one place where he's been holding his old his dad's old FBI badge and stuff like that, and he's been using that to make the tattoo places be like, "Hey, have you seen this?" And they'll give him information if they have any. But then he goes to this one tattoo place, and there's like that is actually expired by like 20 years and stuff like that. Like, what the fuck do you want? And stuff like that. So they get all their buddies, like most of their buddies up, and he's like, "Okay, I'm looking for information." He has like this roll of money. And they're basically thinking he's stupid for just flashing money out. But as he's doing this, one of the dudes in the tattoo place, they noticed like
he was an old veteran.
Yeah, there's like a tattoo of like 2 cards or something on his wrist, and he's like, "Oh crap!" That dude gets out of there. He locks.
He locks the door.
He closes the door, and there's so many locks you could just see that. Like, you know how like the Up movie where. Carl's unlocking his house. It's like that, except he's locking it, and all the other dudes are like, "What is going on?" And so, okay, they back down, and that's how he's able to get the information to find the Hispanic couple. And then after that, he gets on a bus. He's still looking a little beat up from when he got robbed, but he's in the back of the bus, and there's a couple other people. I swear, this bus driver is such a bitch. Okay, not only being a bus driver in a city where, you know, shit goes down, but also being a woman, she lets a bunch of these very intoxicated dudes, like a group of intoxicated dudes, she lets them onto the bus where, like, you know, that's a fucking bad idea. because not only there's like 3 people on the bus, but this is a huge group of dudes that are very drunk. Like, you're not even gonna. I hated her so much because you should have fucking known better. But yeah, they're antagonized. Like, this other dude left, and so it's only him and one girl left, and they're like antagonizing her. Stuff like that. Like, oh, alone on a bus in the middle of the night. That's dangerous and stuff like that. And then that's when he's like, hey, and he takes out like a revolver, it's in the trailer, and he gets all the bullets up. He's like, I'm gonna fuck you up. And then they all laugh at him. Oh, here, you go explain it. I thought I'd give you a term.
Yes. I especially like that because if you guys ever watch Better Calls,
I'm just like, oh, yes.
If you guys ever watch Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad, he's the most unassuming person, and he pretty much plays that role until you really don't, for the good, like a good 20 minutes or so, you really don't see him do anything until this bus scene. And then all of a sudden, you were like,
fuck the neighbors. I'm just straight in the comments.
Oh, yeah, it was Cherry. Hashtag fuck the neighbors 2021. So it was like, it was great because you have no clue, and then you see him fight. And the best part that I liked about this movie, he wasn't like John Wick in the sense, when you watch John Wick kind of starts powered up, just kind of slipped a little bit because he hadn't assassinated in a while. But once an assassin, always an assassin. Bob Odenkirk is like a middle-aged man playing a middle-aged man with a particular set of skills. It's like the first couple of fights, he gets his ass beat badly. Like that bus scene, he gets beat
really
badly. He gets beat very badly.
He actually gets,
he
gets stabbed too with like a small like knife
and thrown out of a window.
Okay. And then he just struggles to get up and walks back in. That was great.
The funniest part about the scene too, when you watch it, is he gets like, he does all of this stuff, because don't get me wrong, he still is like kicking their ass as they do this, but they all like grab him, throw him out of the window, and as he gets back up, they do a shot inside of the bus, and you see the guys, and they look like, oh, thank God that motherfucker went out of the back of the bus.
And then
boy.
He gets back in there, and they're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, and then he goes back in there, closes the door again, and their faces. There's a lot of like nuance to like the way they shoot the facial expressions, the way they frame the scenes. It's very.
I want to see that movie again. I want to see it again.
But yeah, it was great because it's just like this. It was just, and the funny part is too, the girl who is being harassed gets off of the bus.
Before he starts beating them up. Was it before he starts beating them up?
No, he gets into the first skirmish, and then...
Oh, and then she, like, leaves and says thank you. And, like, well, that's nice of her. That's... But, yeah, she just bolts out of there. Go on.
Terrence says, nobody to the origins of Terrence. I mean, oh, hey, Tiffany, good to see you. So, yeah, they're going through this, and he gets back on the bus, and oh my God, he breaks this dude's neck with a pipe. Like, you see his neck bulging out, and then he takes
the like a handle or a bar or something from the bus and freaking like hits the dude's throat and face with it. Oh.
The awesome part about this too is that the violence is very like grounded, and there's a lot of realism to it. It's not like over the top. So,
but it's not like, yeah, they put enough for it to be entertaining. But it's more. I want to say it's more realistic than John Wick.
Yeah, because although pencil to the.
You put a straw. Oh, wait.
I'm talking John Wick, the pencil to the head. I will never forget that. That will always be my favorite scene in cinema. She was like, oh no, here we go.
I've seen a bunch of memes. Before I saw John Wick, I saw a bunch of memes where it's like with pencils like John Wick, and I'm just like I get what they're talking about, but I don't get it. And then when I saw it, I was like, that's funny.
He killed a man with a fucking pencil. Who does that?
And the dude he beats up with that handle or pipe from the bus, he's like all swollen and broken in his face, and he's the last dude that he beats up. Everyone else is either like passed out, dead, or like really beaten up. And he cuts like a small hole and like puts a straw there so he can breathe because he's just choking on blood. Well, and then he's done, he gets off the bus and he goes back to his family, proceeds like everything's fine, and he feels even better. Apparently, the last dude that he beat up put the straw in his throat. He's basically like, he's bedridden, he's not going to wake up kind of thing. And he was the son of, or a brother? He was the brother, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was like the
brother of like a Russian mobster or whatever. And so, oh no, he's gonna be going after him, and then they all send these people to try to find information on him and stuff.
Oh, Cherry. Can't put that up there.
You should. That's what he says.
Woman. Yes, I like Jason Bourne too.
Oh,
yes, T-Virus.
Jason Bourne is my favorite. That's he's my favorite.
I hate you.
Why? Because John Wick isn't my favorite. Like, yes, John Wick is really good, but Jason Bourne was like, okay, I never watched a bunch of cool movies growing up. That was the first set of like cool action movies I got into, and that has always been good.
I like the last one a lot and the first one because yes, TJ, I do know about a rolled up newspaper. Actually, funny and true story, I may have or may have not used that.
How does that do anything? Tell me. I would like to be educated. Don't look at me like
I can't say on a live stream. I'll tell you after we get done.
Oh.
Censors.
Yeah, okay.
Also, too.
After we talk about choking. Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh my goodness. You guys hear this? You hear this filth? Get Pine Anal merch. Yes. We do have Pine Anal merch. Ha! I disabled that. Those.
Wait, what?
I disabled that. I disabled the touch sensor.
How do you do anything then? How
am I doing it?
Stop! Give me. Where is anything?
I was gonna mess with her for like a couple more hours.
Yeah. All right, there you go.
Oh boy, no. Yes, exactly. So, yeah. Also, if you soak the newspaper too before it adds more.
Tell me after. Oh, they can't hear such things.
Ow!
Oh, you see that? He hit me.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay, this is getting weird. Anyways, so yeah,
the Russian mobster.
The Russian mobster. See, this is what happens when you do this stuff. You distracted me. All her fault.
Oh, by the way, he told me that one of the streams where I wore a tank, he got a warning for that.
Oh yeah, true story.
For me wearing a tank, like my sexy shoulders and my collarbone, gave him a warning. Just like, okay, maybe I can understand me showing my back, But he showed his back and nothing happened, so I'm pissed off about that. But he got a freaking warning. Anyways, I just wanted to point that out. You go ahead.
Oh my goodness. So anyways, yeah, so there's the whole Russian mob thing, which this is another thing that if I have a nitpick with this movie, and it's not just this movie, but it's every movie, Hollywood seems to be avoiding every other culture but the Russians. If I was Russian, I'd be offended. Like, every bad guy is always Russian. Why? Can we get some diverse bad guys, like Asians?
Oh,
or
the warning for wasn't it for inappropriate content or something?
Yes. Ow!
Is that better?
No, that's not what he meant. Self-flooded drifter says, also, I'd like to submit a humble request for Zod beanie.
You gotta
Before Zod.
You gotta wear beanies with your millennial kind. Not to make fun of. I'm making fun of him. I was picturing him with the beanie, and it was a regrettable decision. Anyways, continue with the mob. What did you have a problem with it?
No, my only problem is it's always Russian mob. It's like Hollywood is scared that if they use another group, it's gonna be racist. Like, we can't use the Asians this month. We can't use black people.
White.
We've already used
there
white.
Was that black Russian dude who was pretty cool. It's like
that was hilarious.
That
there was a
funny.
black Russian, and he goes, "I know what you're thinking." that was like, I loved that. Yes, T-Virus Terrence. Yeah, it was dumb. I could not.
But that's with that warning, because we were at a restaurant today, and I'm like, should I keep this top on or should I put on a tank? He's like, no, don't do the tank top. I got a warning. I'm like, because I thought he was gonna be like, no, keep that top on. You look great. But no, he said, no, I got a warning. Don't do that. I'm just like, really?
No, I mean, I already know that she looks hot. It was more of a reference to what. Whatever.
I'm gonna do it again.
No.
Okay, now we'll get on with the mob. We'll do more slapping later.
Mega Jetty 1, what's up? Good to see you, Mr. Mega Jetty. Great to see you. Did you watch that movie? Let me know. For Easter. Over a tank top? Yes. If you show shoulders.
Watch. I just don't know.
Yes.
Now let's see if he'll do it with like legs. Ooh. Let's see if you get a warning.
Hashtag keep digging Zod. Oh, Cherry. So we have the Russian mob.
White. But there was the black dude. That was fun.
Yeah. Well, Russians are white. Anyways.
I'm just saying there was the black Russian dude.
They live in the coldest country ever.
Yeah.
That's why they're so white.
I'm saying white dude's bad. That's what I'm saying. But I'm also saying but white dudes with the Russians aren't bad because there's a black one. So, whatever. Okay, continue.
So they have the Russian mob, but there's a funny little scene where there's like a black guy in the Russian mob, so everyone kind of looks at him. It's hilarious. At Mr. Zod's Phantom Zone, sadly, I did not. Apparently, Netflix no longer has Brightburn. Instead, I chose Stepdad, The Next Karate Kid, and 2 episodes of Daredevil. Good choices.
Isn't Brightburn that evil Superman?
Don't say it. I was trying to get him to watch that. Yes.
I'm just saying, I watched some of the violence.
You're ruining it.
If you see the trailer, you know it's that.
No. Shush. Anyway, talk about this movie. Spoilers for other movies. Anyways, so getting late. Oh, all right. We'll see you later, TJ.
We're not gonna go more into the review. You're gonna try to read more comments.
I hate you so much.
So usually we do a little bit more and then we read the comments. Come on, get going.
No. Abuse.
It'd be funny if they flagged this for violence.
They would. They probably would. They probably would. YouTube's system is so ridiculous.
Hey, YouTube, just.
Oh!
No, wait, you're a man. You're a man. Doesn't count.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't. Like, if I tap you like this.
Oh, ow, Stop. Okay, continue. No, don't read anymore yet. We'll continue. We'll read more in a couple minutes. Let's get further into this movie so it doesn't take 2 hours.
Yeah, so, basically, Russian mob the head of the Russian mob gets angry, sends some guys.
They send. Doesn't he, like, the first. Doesn't he, like, send a bunch of dudes to his house the first time, or was that?
Yeah.
Okay, because they found out who he was because he left behind, like a subway pass or something like that, like a card, some card where he's got whatever. And then they send a bunch of dudes to his house, and he sends his family into the basement, and like, don't call 911 and stuff. He locks them in there, and a bunch of dudes with guns, and he picks them off one by one. It's so awesome. He eventually gets his he picks them off one by one, except there's like 3 people left. And after all this fighting, he gets tased and he gets knocked out. He's in the trunk of a car, and 3 people in a car are driving, and he wakes up in the back of the car. He's handcuffed. He dislocates his thumb to get out of the handcuffs, and he like opens a compartment in the trunk to where there's a fire extinguisher, and there's, in the rear of like the back of the car with the other passenger seats, there's like something that comes down like an armrest or something. He knocks that out from the trunk, and he blows the fire extinguisher everywhere to where they crash. Everyone dies except him, and he gets out, runs back home, and gets his family out of the basement and covering his daughter's eyes so she can't see any of the bloodshed and all the dead stuff. And he gets his family out of there, packs some of their stuff, makes them drive away, and he takes all the bodies into the basement where he's like explaining, like, I come from this and that, I deal with this. And except they like die before he finishes explaining.
Yeah, every time he goes into this backstory about who he is, it's hilarious because the people wind up dying before he gets a chance to go into his whole backstory.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious and kind of creepy, actually, because he's like, they do this cut, and he's sitting there like explaining this story, and then they do a cut to the couch, and it's a bunch of dead bodies on the couch. Like, he's got them propped up while he's explaining who he is. And that's when you realize this guy is a badass. And he's like, yeah, I just wanted to have the good life and all of this stuff. And he goes, and then you guys had to come. It was so awesome. Thank you, T-Buddy, sir. Appreciate it. But, Haley. Yes, StreamYard can be tricky. But yeah, it was pretty hilarious because, like, it was kind of a morbid scene, but funny at the same time. I don't know really how to describe it. Maybe I'm a morbid person, but I found it thoroughly enjoyable because he's just like sitting here with these bodies. Like, the way they frame the shot is fucking hilarious because they don't show you like he even goes into the backstory, and they don't show you who he's talking to until they pan the camera out and you see like 10 people on this one couch. All horribly dead. Looking over.
Because they're already. No, because it shows a part where they're propped up there, but some of them are still alive. And then you see, and then next time the camera shows them, they're like, oh, what? I'm just like. But yeah, then he sets his basement on fire because it's designed to heat up to like twice the amount of heat that
a normal fire would, yeah.
No, to twice the heat that bones burn, like everything burns. So he sets his whole house on fire so nothing can be found, even though I'm pretty sure like
the neighbors saw him walk out and everybody on the block.
He steals that nice car that the stupid neighbor had. He steals that and just drives off, and it's hilarious.
You want to go on to the next part? Whilst I...
What is the next part?
You like this one. Talk about the father, Christopher Lloyd.
Okay. So his dad, like the one who he used his old FBI badge for to try to get information, he's like at this, I don't know if it's like an elderly home or something like that, but anyways, his dad is old. He's sitting on a chair just watching the TV, and like, yeah, he visits him or whatever, but now that the mob knows who that dude is, they sent 2 guys to his dad to like threaten him and stuff. So there's 2 guys, they go in front of him, like between him and the TV, and then I forgot what they say, but they aim the gun at him, and then he's pretending like he's sleeping, and this whole time I'm like, oh no, they're gonna get their dad. I don't know what's gonna happen and stuff like that. And he turns up doesn't he turn up the volume
on his TV? Yeah,
he in the blanket he has a shotgun, and he fucking like he just blows him up. It's like that old dude is the best.
And she says that old dude. I geeked out. If you guys know Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
He's the father in this.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
And I was just like, I can never watch Doc Brown the same after seeing this movie because
I knew
he was familiar. So good.
I knew he looked familiar, but I couldn't tell because I was so excited. But then once, it was an elderly home because some dude, like some worker downstairs, heard it, and he barged into the room where he sees him watching TV, and he's like, man, like it was like a shooting show or something. Like, you got to turn that down, man. And he leaves, and it shows that he's like holding the dude by his mouth to keep him from like making noise. He's so awesome.
All right, Terrence. Hey, she screenshot your email, and she will make sure that I email you, buddy. If you guys don't know, T-Virus has a channel. Terrence, if you're still there, put your channel in the description. What are you doing? Why are you stealing the power from it? You see what happens, people? It's like the remote, but it's my mouse. She steals the mouse. I used to have the power, and now she takes it from me.
I need to...
Actually, I'm going to make Terrence a mod. Terrence, if you're still there, you can drop your channel.
Yeah, that
one. This is why we can't have nice things.
Nice things?
But yeah.
I'm already going. I'm good.
But anyways, but yeah, if you guys like Christopher Lloyd, this for me, he has a very short role in here.
Oh, Terrence leaving.
Yeah, no, I highlighted that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not really paying attention that much.
I know, kind of like when I talk. Just ignore me, pretend I don't exist. Ow! You guys see this, right? A villain is emotionally abused.
Emotionally, huh? What emotions? You're a man. You don't have emotions. Like anger. You get angry.
I do get angry,
and
quite frequently.
Sex. 2 emotions. That's it.
Welcome everybody to our review. Eventually, we get through the movie.
You dare do that?
Yes, I dare do that because it's not on the couch. So
sit on the ground.
No. Before I was on the couch, because I had to go from the right.
Just continue on with the next part. I don't have to sit by you anymore. Shit smells.
Oh,
It's your fault. Don't act like you're the victim.
I am the victim. Speaking of, check out Terrence's channel right here. Hashtag T-Virus's channel right here. Go check him out. He's been a good friend of mine for a really long time. I remember when I first started YouTubing, Terrence would leave me comments constantly. And yeah, he is a good guy, and I definitely would like to have him back on the channel. I think you two would get along really well, although he calls everyone human.
What? Oh, just
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. I don't know. We're under the impression he might be a robot.
I'm a transformer. I like to think like, oh, like okay. I don't know how to explain it, but I like Transformers, so I completely get it. If what's the word? He identifies as
I don't think he identifies as anything but Terrence.
he is his own thing.
Hashtag, did Zod just say he was on the floor during...
No, I told him to get on the ground because I don't want his chew touching, because with his chew stuff, I saw some on the couch and I had to sweep it off. Okay, I care for this couch. It's a very stylish couch.
Oh my God, now we're going into an hour discussion about the couch. I like the couch too.
I don't want this, like, any of the springs popping from his fat ass. I don't want any of the stains getting on it because, you know.
Welcome to therapy session at the Phantom Zone.
I care for this because I paid for it and I also like it. If I didn't care about it, I wouldn't care.
Your host, Bitchy Unicorn, and Zod.
So, I was thinking he should just sit on the ground.
No,
I've told him no drinks on here, and now since I've had to sweep off Chew, which, by the way, is probably on the carpet. I don't know if that's going to do anything in the carpet.
No, it's not going to do anything. You just take a vacuum and vacuum it.
Would you like to pay $40 at least? $50?
I will pay $50 for a peace of mind. That is the greatest.
That was like the second or third time I swept off that stuff off my couch. So it's like, okay, no more of that on here. You're lucky I'm even letting you sit here right now. I was even thinking of like, maybe I should tell him not to do that right next to me on the stream because I cannot leave. Yet. I'm going to draw on you.
No!
Anyways, what's the next part? We're supposed to do this talking stuff after.
Oh, hey, Kim. Good to see you.
Stop it. No.
Welcome.
No, we're saying hi to people.
Welcome to the Phantom Zone Just Bitching Review, where we're actually doing a therapy section.
Okay, so he sets his house on fire, so the whole thing just is in flames. And he goes to find this Russian mobster who's incredibly powerful. He ends up, like, this Russian mobster has a particular amount of money invested in this one thing. He ends up setting all that on fire and then meeting the mobster in one of his own clubs. The balls on this dude. It's like he's eating steak. He's eating dinner in the middle of his club. And the mobster's like in the middle of singing a song and he's done with his song and he notices, he recognizes it. I'm like, am I missing anything? Did we miss anything?
Oh, and while he's doing this, the guy like pulls out 50 guns, and underneath this cloth, he has a freaking. It's not just a bomb; it's a claymore. If you guys are in the service, it's a projectile. The direction that he has.
That's yours.
Oh my goodness! I have my phone.
He sets his alarm because he's a fat ass and he sleeps.
No, it's because I work 40 hours a week for this house. No, don't.
But it's black.
And I don't want to follow me. No, Abby.
Why do you hate pen, but then you like tattoos?
Because pen is a lot harder to get off. Well, a tattoo is permanent, but...
What the fuck?
I don't want to talk about it. It was an incident in the service.
Oh!
Let's just leave it alone.
Okay, and so
Cherry,
basically, he's like huge, massive, just veiny. You know, it's got some weight. So yeah, he reviews the bomb where it's like, so he has the edge to like, oh, if you shoot me, this is gonna go off. And he's like, okay, you can basically keep going after me and I'll kill you, or we can just end this right now. And think about it. So he leaves out into his cool car. He's looking in his rearview mirror like, please, please, please. And then the dude like leaves like to try to get after him. He's like, yes, and then he wheels out of there, and then they're all after him. And it's a cool car chase scene.
$5 super chat from Stone Cold Jeremy says the super chat is for Bitchy Unicorn. She is
If
the
I had
righteous
5
avatar.
singles, I would just rub that off.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
The righteous avatar.
Tar to keep Zod in check when PB is not present. 3 beers.
It's even better if it's both of us in there. We gotta do a stream with both me and him in it.
Oh God. I don't know if I can
That's
handle
the
that.
best.
Oh yeah, if you guys, we had a late night talks where she actually came on. It was great.
We should do something where if we do visit him this year, we should do a stream there.
Well, we're going to because we visit him every year.
No,
He
I
just
don't know
doesn't
if we
it.
are because my friend might be visiting and I might want to stay. It depends. It depends.
PB is our friend. Oh, all right. I'm sorry. Jeez, do whatever, honey.
Anyways,
Help
so
me.
it's an awesome chase scene, and then he ends up going to this. What kind of welding, like engineering? What is that company he works for? He bought the building, and he rigged it with so much shit. Where it's almost like, yeah, it definitely reminded me of John Wick. But
No, it reminded me more of Equalizer because the Equalizer
I've never
has.
seen that.
Oh my God. Okay, we're going to watch the Equalizer. I will find it. Jesus, man. See, this is what I go through, people. She doesn't watch any movies. Oh, that was worth it.
How many rings do I need to wear? You learn your lesson.
Rebecca says, "Oh, the villain is getting beat up." LOL.
Blink twice if you need me to call the cops. You blinked like 3. What? I can't really tell with them.
Anyways, but yes, I blinked a bunch of times.
But he fights. Basically, he fights a bunch of dudes because he bought the company that he worked at and he rigged it. He fights a bunch of the dudes and then he ends up with the mobster one by one, and he kills him he gets like this glass, like this protective glass, and he puts that bomb he had in the club. He puts it on the other side. He runs up to him and then triggers it, and then okay, but the action, you need to see it for the action, because obviously I can't describe all of it. Just gonna leave that for you guys to watch, because throughout the movie it gets better and better and better. You don't want it to stop. And how long was that? 2 hours?
No, it was less than that. It was like an hour and a half. It was right in the pocket of where an action movie should be.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was an hour and a half.
Because we were commenting how early we got out. Like literally, this movie is like an hour and a half.
But with trailers, it's like 20 minutes, so it's like an hour and 50 minutes. So you're out of there before 2 hours is up.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Soft Florida Drifter.
I don't know if there's an end credit scene, but there was a mid credit scene. We didn't stay to the way end, but there is a mid credit scene. But that's basically what happened at the end.
Yeah, and we can't even describe, like, she got you whipped, Zod. Go, bitchy. Yes, she does. And it's worth it.
You.
I swear she shows emotion. No, we're not listening to what the neighbors are doing.
Come on, I like to listen.
She likes to listen to all the gossip.
I'm gonna call someone. What are they doing?
But that's pretty much it. This movie was great. It's great to do a movie that we actually enjoy, and we're definitely going to do Godzilla as well, because we got some feelings about that movie. Some strong feelings, especially the first 45 minutes of that movie that consist of doing absolutely nothing.
What? Oh, are you talking about Godzilla?
Yeah, doing nothing but showing characters.
What are we gonna
talking?
Are we two bad things about it. The science is a little weird. Like
the science isn't existent. There's no that doesn't
see. Like okay. I get the thing they're trying to do where it's like, oh, if you go like towards the center of the earth, the gravity switches and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, that I can deal with, yeah, because that is kind of confusing. Like, oh, if you go towards that, you'd go to the others half of the world, whatever. Okay, but why does it need to look like a portal into the future? Why does it need to, and how does these transportation devices work the first try? Like, so there was that, and then all the scenes with Millie Bobby Brown and her BFF. That she's completely useless. She's a teenage bitch. Like, I'm not even, you know what? Not even against teenagers, okay? I'm still the same kind of, I have the same attitude I had in high school.
What? You have an attitude. I would have, ow, 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 ow.
But the thing is, like, okay, Millie Bobby Brown,
no,
okay, as an actress.
Keep talking.
What the fuck are you watching? Anyways, you wanting to wear a kilt? What are you doing?
Yes, that's my peeps.
You're not Scottish, though. Wait.
I'm Irish, same difference.
Anyways, like, Millie Bobby Brown was fantastic in like the first 2 seasons or so of Stranger Things. Otherwise, the last season of Stranger Things, there was that weird Sherlock Holmes she's in. But like, as an actress herself, she's quite annoying. Like, even
I wouldn't say she's annoying.
I've seen a compilation. Like, I'd probably have to rewatch a compilation of her just to.
That is one thing that worries.
There we go. The Umbrella Guy. So the Umbrella Guy is live.
Oh, okay, interrupt me. That's cool.
No, because South Florida Drifter said, everybody who's here, go into the Umbrella Guys chat and let's say hi. We'll call it a Mr. Zod's raid. I don't know. Rob raid sounds better than what I can come up with. You guys just throw something creative in there.
I don't even remember what to talk about. Oh, Godzilla.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure, because I'd have to rewatch a compilation of her just to, like, view my opinion on her once again. But the last time I saw something of her, I thought of her as a very annoying person. But then I'm seeing these characters she's playing as, and it's like the same bratty, annoying kind of characters. And then this, I'm forgetting, like, oh yeah, the actress is getting older, stuff like that. But like, I just have a thought where it's like, these are the characters she's gonna just continue to play, these annoying, bitchy characters, and if it wasn't for that and the weird science of it, where it's like, why does it need to look like a portal? Then it's fantastic. I did not see that twist coming. There was someone who, on one of the other streams, the last minute, they commented about, can you, like, not? Fine. You know what? I'll look at this. There was someone on one of the other streams that commented last second when the stream was ending that spoiled it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? No, you spoiled it for like several people. But I did not see that coming. I was so excited because I actually knew what it was, because I'm kind of into this Godzilla universe. But if you're a fan of the Godzilla universe, and you try to ignore all of the stupid human scenes, you will love it.
Yeah, Pop Culture PB is all right. Go check him out now. No, seriously, Pop Culture PB is my co-host. If you haven't already, go subscribe to him. He's gotten quite a boost. So, yeah. Yes, I just put in his chat, Phantom Zone Raid. He's going to look and go, what the hell? There we go. That's funny because his icon has dreads. Is that dreads? Yeah, it looks like dreads.
He's black, isn't he?
I don't know. I don't think so. Sounds white. Let me say.
Thanks for the 3 there. Thanks for the sticker, the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Hey, Cynic,
I'm not going to
what's up?
judge,
Thanks
just
for
in
the 2.
case.
Straight up.
I don't know.
Which
It
is
could
the
be the art.
craziest thing I've ever heard.
So turn that shit off.
I turned it off.
Watch a little sheesh. Who cares? Like that. What was it? Fast and Furious. That woman who had dreads. I thought that was pretty cool, actually. Oh, appropriation.
Oh, Cherry K put hashtag he's white. LOL. Yeah, I know. She's just assuming.
Or no, because you said it was dreads.
No. The picture has dreads. I didn't say.
I don't know. It could be just the art, the way it looks. But yeah, that's your fault. White people can have dreads, but some people don't think so. Are we gonna get into the just random talks now?
Yeah.
Because now that we're in racism, I would just like to say, so I work at a restaurant, okay? Now that I'm nice and going now.
Oh, geez. Oh, no.
No, I would just like to make a point. Can you stop? Put it back on there so I can see my face. It's better than looking at your face.
Oh.
I work at a restaurant, and I don't know all the stories that the servers go through, but I know anything dealing with customers is crappy. All I have to do is clean tables, so I don't have to deal with people at all, so that's nice. But I've heard several things of some things, like there's a decent amount of black people that go in there, and there's a decent amount of white people that go in there. A couple times I saw a few Asians. I'm just going to say that. But it's mostly like half black people, half white people that go there. And the amount of crap that the servers have to go through. Okay, so they're very busy. A lot of the time, they're very busy, and there's a long wait list. And this one black, I don't know if it was a family, this black group, they had to wait because there were literally no tables available. They were saying to the host or whoever, you're racist. You're just not seating us because you're racist and we're black and stuff. That was one instance. Another instance was where this black person called one of my server friends white trash.
Oh, wow.
Just no reason. And I'm sorry. I feel and half the time it smells like weed. So.
I mean, nothing wrong with that.
If I'm not getting high off of it, there's something wrong with it. Put it back on there. Mm-hmm. When did I say that? Because Cherry said, "Put it back on there, Unicorn 2021."
That was when I changed to the YouTube.
Oh, oops.
Cherry K's on it. She picks up all that stuff. And welcome, Sandy.
Should
Good
we
to see you.
put the lamp over here?
No.
There's the lighting. It's getting dark.
So just throw that light on.
That's behind us, though.
Oh my goodness! It illuminates the whole room.
You talk about something. Since this is the whatever part of the stream.
So, anyways, how you guys doing? Yeah, so we talked a lot of interesting stuff earlier. If you guys didn't catch it, I had the Force of Light Entertainment.
Force of Light.
Oh my goodness. and we talked about a lot of stuff. I had a really fun time on that stream.
There you go.
Oh gosh, the light.
There you go. It's better.
Yeah, whatever.
Just
Oh.
I was gonna say you're man spreading, but you're only doing it with your arms.
And we have K3, or Coffee, as I like to say. Good to see you. If you guys don't know, go follow her on Twitter. She was on there, and then she changed her handle, I think. So everyone who was followed to the old profile, I don't know if you found her new profile, but go follow her. Miss Cherry K, if you can drop her Twitter handle for everybody, that would just be great. But yeah.
Okay, so are we gonna talk about random stuff or?
Yeah, you started off. You wanted to talk about.
Well, just because we are on the topic of racism, and it's irritating that a lot of those people exist. Maybe I'm sorry, it's my white fragility. I'm sorry. I should.
Your what?
White fragility. See, that's what we get called when we defend ourselves from other races getting racist at us. It's our white fragility. You know how many times on Reddit I've been called, it's your white fragility? Because, like, no, you're literally racist. Racist as in any race.
I never knew that was a thing.
To keep it, really?
No, I didn't.
White
I didn't
fragility.
know. That is a magical word. I'm going to say that to PB and see what he says.
Oh, no.
I'm going to be like, PB, I'm sensing a lot of white fragility.
You have to say it right, though. There's a lot of, you put white or you put man in front of any word, it's a phrase. Yes. Make it anything. Yeah, there you go. It could be part of anything.
That is great.
But if we want to get into less political, that
wasn't political. That was more of
everyone sucks.
Social.
There you go. That's politics for you. Everyone sucks. I'm just. You know what? I'm kind of buzzed. So, what's the next topic? Just you choose one or they choose one. I am good.
All right, somebody in the comments, you guys get to interact. What is our next topic? What are we going to talk with you fine folks about? Go ahead, throw in something random.
Are you buzzed anymore?
No, I recover quickly.
Oh.
Alcoholism, it's a thing, people. I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine.
Woohoo! I smoked the wrong end of a cigarette. this song is about me. I forgot that other quote. I love Family Guy.
But yeah, go ahead. Anybody?
If you would like, if you are so inclined. By the way, I've been told that some people, like, okay, I don't post art all the time. I post it every now and then. But if you would like to follow my Instagram, where I sometimes post art, but most of the time it's like selfies or like stuff I'm doing. But if you'd like to see some art and skip over my stupid face, then I will put my my Instagram in the comments. Just because you said there were actually some people who are interested, and that's...
Yeah, you should post that. Because she doesn't think that she's...
No, I'm just saying, most of the stuff I post is like selfies or something. I will post art, but it's like one out of the few pictures I post every now and then. So it's like, go ahead. I don't care, but just don't... If you're not expecting to see my face, expect to see my face.
Stone Cold Jeremy has to get back to work. He says, good night, everyone. Salute to you, sir. The working man. I know about working shifts at night. Sucks. Especially the kids at the mall. Hashtag the new generation has no respect.
Did my comment go through?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, everybody in the chat, go ahead. Throw in something you'd like for us to talk about. Anything. It could be about birds, dogs.
Love birds.
She goes crazy. throwing something about birds. She'll talk to us forever about
like
it.
cat ladies. I like cats, but I'm like that with birds. I love birds. I just want to squeeze them and sniff them. I can't wait to get like a bird feeder one day so I can just watch them. And my favorite part about traveling is seeing all the cute little fat sparrows or something like that just hopping around, because you can get really close to them because they're so used to you. Oh, they're so fat. I like fluffy birds.
Oh my goodness.
It didn't go through again, did it?
No, I don't see it.
No, it's supposed to go in after this comment. So let's... No! Why isn't my thing going through?
I don't know. Here I'm on.
You know what? I'm just gonna redo this. Look at my...
Cherry K.
Yes, suggest something. I dare you.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. Cherry, I don't know. That could be... Oh, Angie C says, I have a cockatoo.
Aren't those like the big freaky white ones with the...
Oh, yes. Lil Nas's music video. You know what? Let's pull that up for a second.
No, we're talking about birds.
No, this has to do with... Sassy suggested it. Hold on.
Well,
We're going to do a live reaction.
No, I'm gonna use the bathroom. You find it, I'll be right back.
Yeah. You know what, guys? We'll do a live reaction here to this video. Hold on. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to pause this. What the hell? Dude, how did he go from that awesome, catchy song to, yes, birds. Yes, bitchy loves a bird. Cherry K, that is not what I said. No, I've not seen this video, but I think I'm going to screen share here, and we're just going to check this out together. Hold on a second. Yes. She said pull up the video, so... let's see. Wow, look at that dislike ratio. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, though, that isn't too bad. It's got 3.7 million likes, but 355 dislikes. I don't know how this is going to sound because I don't have my mic in. Let's read some of these comments while we're waiting so I can get the feel of what I'm in for. I feel like I missed 2 seasons from Old Town Road. Yes. Oh, God, what? Twerking. Nas X gives... What? Oh. I don't know if I am ready for this. Good Lord. Boy. She wants to see our reaction to this. So here we go.
Oh, no.
This is the dude who made Old Town Road, which I actually like.
There was
that
something
song.
I read about him recently.
Well, we're about to react to this video. Are you ready?
The whole thing?
Yeah, we got to get the full experience. It's only 3 minutes.
Oh, I know what I read about him. His Nike shoes not being sold or something. But yeah, like Nike just not doing it.
Probably because of this video. Watched.
I had like one facial expression like most of the time.
Oh, dear gosh. I don't think I will ever be the same again after watching that. Yes, I wanted to know what the hell I walked into. Sandy Brown suggested we get a reaction to that. Yes, I feel like I need Jesus too. I'm not I haven't gone to church in a while, but I feel like I immediately must go to my church now and repent for everything I've ever done in my life. Wow.
Do I want to open another Red's Wicked? Should I just drink a little bit and then have you drink the rest? Oh, I guess I should have.
No. The third one is mine. That does not mean you drink the whole thing. Lady.
No, I'm just going to drink a little bit of the third one.
No, because every time you go for the third one, bad
There's
things
still
happen.
2 left, so you'd still get a whole other one.
Oh, you didn't start the second one? Oh, yeah, go nuts. I'm just watching because then you're going to wake up tomorrow and go, I don't know why my head hurts so much.
I know exactly why my head hurts. I just, I refuse to believe it.
Oh, my goodness. Guys, do you see? Hold on, Sassy. I'm gonna send you the link, and you can come on here, and I could talk with you. Cause boy, that was
Sassy.
yes. I'm having problems finding things.
That's right, you are.
Okay, you know what? That is not even fair. All right, there you go. I sent you a link. You can hop on in here and we can discuss that. Wow, that was so disturbing. I can't even put into words how disturbing that was.
Do you get striked for showing that stuff at all?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a copyright claim after this. Hopefully, talking over the video did something, but you never know about that. Kim Ryan says, "I love the costumes. The costumes were good. I thought we were going in a different direction than that."
James Andrew Morrison.
Hello. Okay, let me bring.
What?
Hello, Zod. Hello, bitchy. You love your hair.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna break this down now. Lil Nas X, after he did Old Town Road, he came out as gay. He is, and now he is now known as the only openly gay rapper. This video is his actual name is Montero. So Montero, by your name, this is a song to his 14-year-old self because he grew up in a religious household. So you know how Christians, so quote unquote Christians will throw in his face, oh, homosexuality is an abomination, all this and all that. So when he was at the age of 14, he's been thrown that in his face. So they's like, oh, you're going to hell, you're blase this, blase that. So that's what the video is about, is what people's like, okay, you say I'm this, so okay, I'm about to, okay. You say
that makes sense. I was just distracted by the visuals so much. I wasn't paying a little bit of attention to the lyrics, but
yeah, a lot of people like, oh, he's doing the lap dance on the devil, this and this and that. I'm like, don't forget about Madonna's video where she was burning crosses on her song, Madonna's song, Like a Prayer. And they were up in arms because she casted a black man for Jesus, when in actuality, not to get too into the religion, because I could talk about that all day, all night. Because I was raised Baptist, but I'm spiritual. I know more people who are spiritual is more in tune with the higher power than so-called religious Christian people. But that's what that video is. Now, the shoes, Nike isn't suing Lil Nas X. They're actually suing the design company. Because they're suing the design company called Mischief. So what Mischief does is they'll take name brand shoes. Like if you send them your name brand shoes, say I want this design, I want this, and on the shoe, they will design the shoe for you. So what happened was, now this wasn't the only shoe that Mischief made. Before this, Mischief actually created, I forgot the type of Nike shoe they were, but they took the same type of shoe as the Satan shoe, and they made a white and blue shoe called Jesus shoes, which supposedly had holy waters in the thing. So the Satan shoes that Mischief created is they actually did 666 shoes, which sold out in minutes.
Oh wow!
And a matter of fact, they gave free. I think the first couple of them, because I know one guy on one YouTube vlogger, he actually did a unboxing of the Satan shoes. And let me tell you, the way Mischief did these damn shoes. So in the liquid part of the shoe where there's red ink, it's supposed to be red ink and supposedly a drop of blood, human blood, mixed in with the red ink in the shoes. Where
I'd like to know who the guy was who donated all of that blood. Check it over here.
But if you go on YouTube and type in Satan shoes unboxing, the way Mischief did box these shoes is off the chain. The design, everything, because on the shoe it'll tell you like if you got a pair, because some YouTube vloggers actually they sent them a pair. They didn't even have to come out of pocket, because those shoes, let me tell you how much those shoes was running. $1,018.
Jesus. Here's the thing, okay? I'm just gonna be real. My mom, Mother Zod, and her, they're big into like getting shoes. I've never seen the point of spending that much money on footwear. I'm sorry. No, I know friends of mine who would be like, "Oh, these new kicks just came out. I just got the new whatever limited edition." I'm like, why are you wasting? I just go to Payless or you know.
I'm the type of person because I have arthritis in both my ankles and both my knees. I'm not spending $200 on a freaking pair of shoes. See, in my mind, I'm expensive as hell, but reality, nah. Because my favorite brands are Louis Vuitton, Prada, you know, but I don't have Louis or Prada money, so I can look afar. Look, I don't, you know, I'm good at getting a knockoff. I'm happy with getting knockoffs, but I'm not about to spend like the Air Force shoes. The Nike Air Force shoes are like running about $200, $300. I'm not spending that. I'm like that. I'm like,
they went up when Lil Wayne and them came out with that song. It was like, I got my Air Force Ones. It was like Nelly, Lil Wayne, and all of them. They did theirs.
Yeah, that was Air Force One. That was
like
Nelly and St. Louis Lunatics.
Yeah, I loved them, but I was like, look, Nelly,
I'm not about to spend like the amount of the cost of those shoes, like $200 and something. I can fill my freaking refrigerator and my cabinets up with groceries. Or, you know, I'm not.
I wanted to give a shout out the Bosco scenery. I've not seen scenario. Thank you. I have not had you on my channel before, and thank you. Comics Chat is awesome, and I'm glad that he actually gave me a shout out.
I'm buzzed and I can read better than you.
See, this is.
By the way, I do want to mention I appreciate that music video more now that I know the meaning of it. You know, because not only am I buzzed, but that was crazy of everything going on.
And also, keep in mind, if you Google, because there's a lot of people, you know, they're only looking at the religion aspect. But on TikTok, I got to pull that video up, and I'll probably send it to you or post it on Twitter. But a TikTok creator actually broke it down according to Greek mythology, because she's like, okay, yeah, it looks like it may have, you know, some people may think of it as a religious undertone, but she's like, if you look at it, if you watch the video real carefully and, you know, pay attention to the scenery and everything, it kind of gives you a Greek mythology. And in the writing on the tree is, I think, from one of the philosophers. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me. It's like, what is the meaning of the tree? Because I think there were several items on there.
But no, yeah, I mean, I liked the Old Town Road much better. I found it funny. K3 had a funny comment. She's more of a rock and roll. Me too. I like really hard rock. I do like Slipknot and 3 Days Grace and Five Finger Death Punch and things like that. I could also swing towards like Led Zeppelin and all of that. So I mean, it really depends on the mood that I'm in. I used to listen to rap music a lot more, but since the 90s, it's all kind of become commercial to me. So I don't like most of this new stuff out.
Okay, so. The writing on the tree is from Plato.
Yes,
Plato's Symposium, and it translates after the division, the two parts of man, each desiring his other half. That's the part of the snake. If you notice, everything everything in there is all him. It's like there's no other actors but him. Like, yeah,
that was throwing me off because I was like,
it was him. The snake was him. The devil was him. Only he was the only one in who acting in the videos. But he did take a 3-week pole class to do. Some of the pole scenes were CGI, where he was sliding down to hell, but the rest of it was him.
Yeah, I want classes. That'd be nice one, dinner.
It's now a sport, and I think they're trying to get the pole competitions as an Olympic competition, because I've actually, if you go on YouTube and look up the pole competition for both men and women,
I'm gonna look that up right now.
Your core, you have to have a lot of core strength, and these women, and especially the men on the pole, oh my God.
I like James's thing because I do feel like he has some truth to it. It was designed to create outrage because people love to shout about how outraged they are equals free advertising. I do believe while there is some to like, hey, I'm this, I do believe he did calculatedly know that it would create this kind of talk because rappers, artists, R&B stars, they've been doing this for God, how long now, Sassy Queen? For years.
Yeah.
Artists have been doing this. I believe it's about the art, but they also know at the same time that it is going to create the discussion that we are now talking about right now, and we have the chat talking about. They know on some level.
And consider the fact that he's 21 and knows that. He's 21. And of course, he's known to be, they deemed him the king of trolls on the internet. So if anybody says something, they clap back. He's like, whatever. He claps back. He's the king of clap back. He's the king of trolls. Like, in a matter of fact, when I think Tekashi 6ix9ine had something said about him, but before this song was released, he actually was playing the beat of the music to a clap back that he did to in response to what Tekashi 6ix9ine said, and he was playing that song in the back. And then after, with the Jesus shoes, one, it's Mischief that is being sued. It's just that Lil Nas X put his name on it. But yeah.
You know what it is? When the company gets sued, or whenever a company is pursued, it's always the stars or the celebrities or whatever that wind up, because they're part of the company. They're the ones who wind up getting caught into it, because people aren't going to know who the manufacturer is that's actually getting sued. They're only going to know who's attached to the manufacturer. That's the big name. That's why they're in the forefront promoting whatever it is they promote. Nikki Harrison, hi. That's why they in the forefront promoting it, because I always found it weird because I almost found it like a thing where like these companies put them as like a buffer. Because look at what Gillette did in the Super Bowl when they made that razor commercial, the infamous razor commercial that they were so proud of, and people made a big fit about. Gillette took actually the heat of that whole thing because
about the men and boys commercial.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was trying to figure out what the hell. I'm like, okay, what are you trying to say here? I kind of sort of get what you're trying to say, but yeah, you lost me there.
They pissed off a lot of people. And I remember going on Twitter immediately, and there was like a boycott, #boycott Gillette and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? So I went back through the Super Bowl commercials. And I watched it. I was like, oh my God. Like, why would you like, okay. As a parent myself, when I looked at that and as a father to a daughter, I was like, what are these people trying to say? Say exactly. I mean, I don't have a son, but I imagine on the other end of that, I'd have been pretty pissed off seeing that commercial too. And you did it during the of all the times. Like, I know the Super Bowl doesn't have the numbers that it used to have, but there's still millions of people who watched it. And the funny thing is, they stopped watching it this year after the commercials from like last year. This year, even worse.
I don't even watch this. The only time I used to watch the Super Bowl is for the commercials and the halftime shows. That's it.
I used to
damn it, YouTube. I'm sorry, because I was checking Bitchy's Unicorn's YouTube page, and I knew I subscribed to it, and it unsubscribed me to her page.
Yeah, she doesn't post anything.
I don't go on Twitter that much. I just retweet stuff most of the time.
No, I'm on your YouTube page, and it unsubscribed me because I remember I had subscribed.
Yeah,
well, then I don't do anything. So
I'm going to get her to do some art stuff eventually.
If I do art videos, I want a piece of technology that I can draw on so that I can record me drawing something.
So you would probably want to look at it. If you're looking into that one, you might want to look into getting either the Windows. Hold on a minute. Let me see which laptop had it has a pad where you can act for drawers. I think it's Windows or Samsung has a.
I want something like a Surface Pro. Those things look really nice.
I think it is the Surface Pro.
Yeah. Hi, Jenny. Good to see you.
Buy me one.
Ow.
Buy me stuff. I'm supposed to be a gold digger. Let me act like it.
Yes, Surface Pad Pro. Yes. How do you know that?
Drink the rest of this.
Look at this. You see this? She's trying to get me to drink.
You wanted that. I just drank a little bit because I don't want to go over my limit and
Yeah.
That's the Microsoft Surface. Yes, the Surface Pros that are the ones that are for artists, for people who love to draw.
Because I don't like the separate pad where it's like just the touchpad and the screen is separate. I like the screen and pad in one where I can draw on it. Yeah,
Microsoft creates the pads where you can it actually comes with the pen that you can draw.
Because then I would sell art.
Because I'm telling you, man, I've seen a lot of artists on TikTok, and this one artist, people will send in requests, and she'll draw whatever they request. She'll draw it in human form. Like she took this. Let me tell you how talented this artist is, and I gotta find her TikTok. Someone did animate some of the anime animals, some of the animals, and she turned them into human form. I'm like, this chick is, when I say talent, So it's like, okay, Snickers. She took a Snickers candy bar, drew it in human form of what the Snickers will look in human form, and I'm telling you, you'd be like, you would seriously be simping on some freaking drawings. Like, damn.
I've watched a lot of TikTok artist compilations for inspiration. It's like, dang, these people have so much more resources and talent than me.
Okay,
do.
I've got to go off topic for a second.
What?
I want people's opinions because today I was called someone, and I want to get your opinion, and I want everybody in the chat to see if I look like this person. Because she looked at it and she goes, wait, that picture, you kind of do.
There's like most pictures, it was like he's got a weird looking smile, but then there's one picture that was like, yeah.
Okay, well.
What the fuck are these black people?
There's
Yeah, I'm like, no, that's wrong,
Chappelle.
Dave.
Just go on the Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Technology.
Just click on that picture right there.
Okay. All right.
Just do it.
All right. So here we go. I'm going to screen share with you guys. You guys tell me, apparently, this is my twin brother. Or I'm his twin brother. He's the more famous one, apparently. So everybody, that is one of my favorite Star Wars creators, Dave Filoni. Everybody in the chat, let me know. Do I look like Cowboy?
When you look down, I see it.
Hold on. There's more pictures.
Because we have the hat, I'm like, I so see that.
Hold on. I'm gonna go to.
Filoni, you spelt it wrong. That's why.
It has nothing to do with the spelling. They still pull
Do it. That's against the rules.
Oh my goodness. Internet
The
sharing.
government will hunt you down.
Go ahead.
Just put it.
I'm using technology. Leave me alone, woman.
Yeah, when you type like this.
I don't type with one. Welcome to therapy
No, I'm sorry,
session
you do
with Zod.
this.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pull up some more images here. There's some really good images.
See, look at all those pictures of him when you spell it right.
Okay, so this is the one right here.
If he had a little more of the beard, yeah, I see it. I see it.
You gotta show you.
Oh my god, I see it.
Cowboy.
That's a cafe is like, yep, that's a spitting image.
That's me in a suit. Switched up the hat a little bit.
If you had a suit.
That's just casual wear. Where you're, having a casual day.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, Dave Filoni is like the successor to George Lucas. Basically, he was trained under George Lucas. So when you see like the Clone Wars or the Mandalorian, he actually knew what Lucas's vision was because he worked directly under him. And Kathleen Kennedy, the devil, has been trying. She canceled the Clone Wars when she came in, or when Disney took over, and they had basically exiled this team off into a corner. And then there had been such a downturn, we'll say, that they brought Dave Filoni's Clone Wars back. It was such a hit the last season that he wound up getting The Mandalorian with Jon Favreau. And here we are now. So Debbie says, just a hat and whiskers, maybe. You do not have his mouth.
No, you don't have his mouth.
No, you don't have his
Surprisingly, wow.
I meant to say this, Zod, a couple of weeks ago after I finally got done watching Krypton. I'm gonna need season 2, please. I'm gonna need another season of that because you cannot end it like that. I'm like, I want more.
No, you didn't. Wait, you didn't see? You only seen season 1?
I mean, they need a season 3.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's what I said, and it was so good. And the guy, look, Zod traditionally in comics and in the movies has been white. When they did the swap, I was like, okay, if they do this, they need to stick to the character. That actually might be my favorite version besides Terrence Stamp as Zod. When he said, when he was on the big board and he announced kneel before Zod, I was like,
I know. I'm like,
oh my God.
And if you don't, you'll be dealt with, but kneel before Zod. And the fact that the way they played it in Krypton, I was like, so basically Zod is Superman's uncle.
Oh, Mega Genie one. I'm not going to get into that discussion. I know how people feel.
He has another one?
About Filoni and Cadden. I still like Dave Filoni. I say a lot of that was he didn't really have a choice. Rian Johnson didn't even listen to J.J. Abrams, which I don't even think that was better. And we're getting J.J. Abrams in DC, so more lens flares. So excited about that.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, so I'm like watching Krypton. I'm like, okay, so the way they're playing it in the Krypton series is Zod is actually Superman's uncle.
Which I was fine with. Like,
okay. But I'm gonna need season 3, please. I'm gonna need a third season. You can't end it like that. The way they ended it, I'm like, it's open.
You could end it like that, but it's very open. Yeah, I feel the same way. They need to see.
Because I'm, and then with when you have the multiverse universe, I'm like, so Supergirl's Brainiac is completely different from the Superman's Brainiac.
I would say that Krypton had a better Brainiac than any version that I've seen so far. Like the costumes and the set and how they did it was really good. James agrees with us. He said, same here. I like Krypton, and that ending was awful. And I agree. The ending
ended it open. I'm like, I need a season 3. You cannot just, we're going to cancel it. I can't get hooked on a show and you cancel the damn thing.
Megan Jenny. Clever.
Okay, Cherry, I cannot with you today. It's open. Okay, Cherry, I love you to death. Okay, so I have a question. Have you guys seen are you guys watching the Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Nope.
He's completely avoiding anything with Disney, and I've never been interested.
I have to break down and watch that one, Zod. It's pretty good.
Nope, won't do it.
He won't do it. I saw
Bucky
that.
is off the chain in this one. I'm like, Bucky, I'm like, because Sam has to be the voice of reason. Bucky's like, I don't give a shit right now.
Like I love.
I'm like, my God, the chemistry between Anthony Mackie and oh boy that plays Bucky. I'm like, they are like it. It's like, I swear for God, I'm like, when you gotta watch it, Zod, because I'm telling you, it's you and PB turned 1,000 times up. I'm telling you, I'm like, the banter between the two of them reminds me of you and PB. I'm like, I swear if this isn't Zod and pop culture, I'm dying.
Yeah, so here's some images from Krypton. If you guys like, that's the new General Zod, and I gotta say, that beard is epic.
I know. I'm like, I'm not much for beards, but his beard was epic on that one. I'm like, I can't with this.
This was the General Zod uniform thing that he had, and this was Brainiac. This is the best Brainiac I think I've seen them put to screen so far. They've had Like I didn't
Is
even
that
know.
the Brainiac from Krypton?
Yeah.
When he was in the metal suit. Okay.
Yeah, when he finally became Brainiac at the end, that was like, and it was funny because there were a lot of people who said these look cheap, and I go, no, this is exactly how the characters looked in the comics, but on TV, like what they did with Lobo, the main man. Oh man, that I've never seen. The only time I've seen them do it really good like that was I think like the games, but like even the actor who played him, and I was so mad because he was supposed to get a show too. He was supposed to have his own show.
I heard they were supposed to do a Lobo spinoff.
I would have loved to see that.
Like, I'm getting into it. I'm like, but I'm not. I like the comics because I also want to. I'm getting into the comic books as well. But I'm like, who is Lobo? Because now I want to know more about the character. Because in Krypton, to me, he was good. He was so good he plucked my last nerve. I'm like, if I see you on the screen one more time, I just want to smack you because you are so annoying. But he was so good at it. Being a
Lobo is basically like he's a galactic bounty hunter, but he doesn't care about he just basically cares about money. He doesn't care about his target. Like every time he's helped out, like he's been in a couple of comics too with the Justice League, but every time he helps out, there's always something in it for him. He's like one of those people. Like he slaughtered his whole race of people just because he didn't want other people like him in the galaxy. So he went back to his planet and killed everyone to be the only one left. And you find it out later because they're like trying to find out like his backstory, and they think he has like this tragic thing. He goes, "Nah, everyone on my planet was dicks, so I wiped them all out." And they were like, and he was like, yeah. And then he was like, "Men, women, and children." He goes, "Yep, killed them all." It was like, oh.
I haven't been listening up to this point, and like that comment, I'm like, you know what? Go for it.
Like he's basically like a galactic prick. Like nobody in the galaxy likes him. He even there's a comic where he fights Darkseid, and he I don't know how, but he's got a space bike, and he ended up on Apocalypse. And I think like it was ridiculous storyline, like he had to stop for fuel or something. And so he stops on Apocalypse. And if you guys follow a little bit of the mythology, Apocalypse is pretty much Darkseid's home that moves around. It's like a hell planet. And he stops there and he's like, "I love the scenery." And he's like going through it. He's talking to all of these people, and they're like, "This is a planet of torment." And he's like in like this bar kicking up, talking, and Darkseid hears of them, and they try to like capture him. And he's like, he was like, "Oh, so you're what they call a new god." He goes, "I like cocky people." He goes, "I want to fight you." So he fights Darkseid, and they have a draw. And Darkseid lets him leave the planet because Lobo can't be killed like him by anything. Like literally, if you chop his head off, he comes back.
I'm like, when I saw that in Krypton, I'm like, oh, sweet Jesus. It's like he literally did.
He regrew.
In there, it's like cut his arm off. It's like, yeah, give me a moment, and he shot himself, and the next thing you know, he's generating himself inside the barrier where they were trying to get Brainiac out of.
Yeah, that was wild. Like
I'm like, dude, I can't with this character. I cannot. I'm like, he's a dick. But but you gotta love his character. I'm like, dude is relentless. I'm like, and you can't kill him. So I'm like, Jesus.
Oh boy, there's the sirens. You know what? I have no clue what they're doing.
What?
There's a lot of
somebody's getting arrested.
doing stuff.
There's a lot of people that are out there.
Yeah, that will, die. So.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not about to be.
But so anyways, I did want to give a quick shout out to our good friend Keely, who's at 400. So
Oh, Kiwi, she's at 400 now. Yay!
yeah, she's gonna have a stream. So congratulations to her about that. And here's a plug. So I don't know when she's gonna. I think she said Friday. Yeah, I'm not good with what time. I just show up. If like someone sends me something on the day, I'll show up. I get so busy and kind of exhausted. Oh yes, coffee. You know what? Let's talk about that. Biden fell asleep. I've never met someone. Speaking of sleep, I've never met someone so sleepy in my life. Oh, and Tiffany got to 200 subs today. Congratulations, Tiffany.
Tiff.
It's. I feel so lucky because
There's still going on.
I know it's weird. There's a lot of shit going down outside, so I feel
Well, let's go find out. Let's be part of it.
so no. She likes all the gossip. It was like I was like,
No, I just wanted to show.
now they got the hornet. Sub to the mystical. What name?
Mancunian?
Okay, that wasn't just me. You had a hard time with that one too.
No, it's just you. I'm freaking buzzed, and I can read so much better. Even though I might have pronounced that wrong too. I might have enunciated something that was supposed to have a different pronunciation, but I still did it better than you.
You see, Sassy, this is what I go through.
Oh, y'all are so beautiful together.
Oh, you hear that? We're beautiful together. Aww.
Get your hand off me. Later. Later.
Whoa.
Get your hands off me later. You know what that means? Later.
Yeah, I have to be buzzed enough for that.
Oh, jeez.
I'm telling you, I'm so mad at my friend. She didn't let me know that. So Timberland and Swiss Beats has this thing on Instagram called Versus, where they get, the top R&B and hip hop artists. So last night, they had the classic Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers. I was like, bitch, you didn't remind me? I was
Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers?
Yes.
I didn't even know they were still around.
Yes. I'm like, she's like, something told me to let you know. Well, she's like, I watched Prince. I'm like, that's the one I wanted to watch. Because
I know.
Like last year, they had Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight.
Ooh, that would have been a good one.
Oh no, they had them. If you go, in a matter of fact, I saw where they actually posted the last night's verses on YouTube. So later on, I'm gonna go watch that one because that's classic music. Because Steve Harvey is hosting that verses, and he's like, "Look, this is music that some of y'all, if you ain't grow up to this, this is grown folks music."
Yeah,
Earth, Wind, and Fire, Isley Brothers are the type of music where you get up Saturday morning and clean the house music. It's the baby making music. Man, when I tell you, I was like, I'm gonna have to catch that one. I'm like, man, I wish I could have watched that when they went live. But
no, my mom always said that was Luther Vandross. That was her thing. She liked Luther.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Man, I don't get like really distraught over celebrities, but Luther Vandross was one of those people I never heard doing anything like really crazy. So when he passed, and how old was he? Was pretty up there. He had to have been.
I think it was. Don't quote me on that. I think he was in his 50s or 60s when he passed. Hold on a minute. Let me look that up.
And $5 super chat from Susan. Hello to the beautiful couple. Hello. Thank you very much. And
Man, these bitches be paying your rent, man.
no.
He was 54 when he passed in
Real good.
2005. Luther was 54.
54. Wow. So actually, he wasn't that old.
He died in 2005. Yeah, he was 54.
What did he die? I could have sworn it was like pneumonia or something. Wasn't it something like?
He suffered. He had he died suffering a stroke. I think it was a stroke.
Okay, stroke. I don't know who.
Strokes. He had 2 strokes. It's like 2 years after. So he pretty much cardiac failure. Yeah, after suffering.
Sherry, what? Who is her? Okay, hold on.
Hold on a minute. Cherry, who's asking that question? Wait, what?
Sorry, I got knocked out. I was so distraught by Cherry's comment. Hold on a second. I'm gonna pull.
Who's Earth, Wind, and Fire, Cherry? How old are you, Cherry?
Oh, hold on. We're going to.
Remember? What?
Let's see. I don't know which one to play for you.
You see me clutching my invisible pearls. Who is Earth, Wind, and Fire? Oh, my heart.
Hold on. I'm going to play.
I need to recoup. I'm feeling a little clamped, Cherry. My heart hurts.
Hold on, Cherry. And all of the youngins out there, we are going to. I'm going to get so many claims for this video. Okay, here we go.
This is the type of music to where, just by listening.
As long as you talk about it, that will not be a problem.
A little bit for Kaser, or
A
for
little bit. This whole video.
So if you don't know who the Isley Brothers is, some of you younger ones may have heard some of R. Kelly's songs, especially when R. Kelly did Trapped in the Closet. He used Ron Isley. Ron Isley is known in R. Kelly's songs as Mr. Big. So.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
true story. So, it's really funny because, like, I like some of the newer stuff too. But okay, so when I was younger and I was listening to like Tupac, Biggie, Eazy-E, my mom used to be like, "Oh, what is this crap?" and blah blah blah. And like now I've gotten older, and I'm sitting here listening to this.
The same thing today's music. What is this crap? Now, some of today's music, Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, I like them because I can understand what the hell they're saying.
Cardi B is just only like 2 just a little bit, and then
some of these male rappers, I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? I'm like, dude, can I at least understand the lyrics?
You know what's worse, Sassy, is the digital stuff that they do with their voice, and T-Pain started that. Like, I like some of his songs, but I feel like he started that trend where they do the modulator and they modulate and like, and I'm like, that's not your voice. Why are you? Because they got good voices.
This, because a lot of people don't realize about T-Pain, he grew up in the church, so T-Pain can sing.
He can.
If anybody's familiar that lives here in the state that's familiar with the American spinoff from the Korean show, The Masked Singer, T-Pain was on the first season. He was the monster on the first season, and he won season 1 because a lot of people didn't realize. And the 2 musicians that are on there worked with him. I'm sitting there. Nicole, Robin, you mean to tell me you couldn't tell who this is? Because I knew he could sing because he's, he grew up in the church. It's just that when he started using autotune, but when YouTube started doing the Tiny Table concert, that's where he actually sung his song. I'm in, buy your drink. I'm in love with a stripper. He did that actually with musical instruments, no auto tunes, so he can actually sing. It's just that a lot of people branded him with the auto tunes because he started it, and now everybody can't stop using it. He's like,
Yeah, and you know what makes me upset was Lil Wayne went that route. And I actually love Lil Wayne stuff. Like, if you guys all know, I remember Lil Wayne from Hot Boys. Yeah. And so.
But keep in mind, T-Pain was not the first person to use auto-tunes.
No, he wasn't. There was some down south rappers.
Zapp and Robert. No, it's a band you grew up to him with Zapp and Roger. Roger had, the only difference is he had the piece in his mouth.
Oh,
he didn't have the microphone. He actually had the auto-tune piece in his mouth when he would play on the keyboard. So, Roger is what they call it. Zapp. It was Zapp and Roger group, and the guy that played the keyboard was the one that used the auto-tune, but he had the piece in his mouth because there's two types you could do auto-tune: that piece in your mouth, or you have the microphone, or they digitally do the auto-tune to the track. So T-Pain was not the first one to do auto-tunes. That was done back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, I forget about that because I didn't even realize about the auto-tunes till later because it never really crossed my mind until like
Hey, what you want?
Hey, what you want?
Cherry, I swear to God, chick, you're killing me. I'm trying not to let my side hurt, but this Cherry, I love you, chick. I'm gonna need you to get your mind out the gutter, chick. That is hilarious. I'm trying not to laugh so hard. I can't with Cherry today. But
anyways, let me see what time. Oh goodness me! Yeah, I think I want to get something to eat. So, anyways, I'm gonna wind this down. We've been going for 2 hours. I have my lovely girl is reading something. Is it on Reddit?
Maybe.
Oh my goodness! Get off the Reddit.
I'm not doing anything. Get off the YouTube.
Get off the YouTube.
Welcome to Just Bitching. We did promise there was going to be some bitching. I didn't know it was going to be at me, but we still got bitching in there.
It's about you.
Jerry, you did, or Witchy One, you did miss a lot of the hilarity, but don't worry. I will be back with Mr. Pop Culture PB on Friday. We're going to be doing late night talks. Don't ask me what the subject is. We just pick them as we go. Saturday, we have Fandom Zone news. And then for reals, Sunday and Monday, I'm taking my break as I do. I believe, what's today? Monday? Wednesday, Father's Odd and Mad Squirrel will be back at their normal time doing a show. I have no clue. He never tells me these things because he's like, oh, tweet it out. And I'm like, what? Tell me the subject you're going to do so I can prep people.
Cherry, I told you, sweetie. I told you. I'm trying not to laugh so hard. She's killing me with this one.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate it, Kim. Look, I am immensely happy with Bitchy. If you guys don't know, she has been supporting me when I only had like 3 people watching, and it was all of us who were tuned to actually had the app pulled up. It would be me, Pop Culture PV, Perp, and we'd all just be watching the stream and just talking like we were talking to a bunch of people. So now it's weird that I'm actually talking to people.
Oh, I slap it.
Oh, geez. Okay, I really got to cut this off. Oh, my goodness.
I'm going off what Terry said. When she says that stuff and I'm buzzed, it's all going downhill. Like I still have
Someone's getting violated later.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you guys know where the night's going for a villain. Good direction.
That's what you think. You're going to be chasing it for another few weeks and then maybe.
Anyways, thank you everybody for watching. We really appreciate you. Go check out the Sassy Queen on her channel. She's got great content. She is a pioneer with me and everybody else for our 7-hour stream that we did.
Whew, y'all were lit.
Oh man! I'll tell you,
that was lit. That 7-hour stream, I tell you.
Man, I was like super tired. I'm like, no, I've got to beat 7 hours. It was amazing. You know what was
Finish
more?
the bottle of alcohol, PB, and then was trying to I'm gonna need you to. What? You didn't finish that? You didn't drink the whole bottle? He's like, no, I cannot because Bitchy is no. I'm not about to meet the wrath of Bitchy. No.
She said to me, she goes, don't you dare drink that whole bottle and throw up. And I was like, look, PB, you can call me whatever you want. I fear her wrath more than I fear theirs. So
if you were in a totally separate building and you didn't come home until you were completely sober, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But even if you made it to the toilet and threw up in there, I still have to deal with you being sick, and I hate it.
So there you go. And everybody knows the queens run the house. So, I just, I have my throne when she's away.
So you, bitch.
Oh my God. Anyway, thank you everybody for
watching. When she's not there, even when she's not there, she's got the throne.
Oh yeah. But I like to think that I do. You got to keep the illusion.
Yeah,
so,
you got the imagination going.
Yeah, queen of fucking everything.
I love that class, bitch.
I am.
I love that class.
Treat me like so.
Anyways, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for coming for the review. We're going to have more of these. Thank you, Sassy Queen. Before we go, do you have anything coming up that you want to promote?
No, I'm trying to get off my lazy ass and build some content. But when you suffer from major depressive disorder, you kind of, when you get up thinking, okay, I'm gonna go do this, and then next thing you know, your body tells you, yeah, I'm gonna need you to have several fucking seats. My mind says I want to do it, but my body's like, bitch, no, not today. Try again. So I've been saying that for the past couple of months because I just moved into my apartment February. I'm gonna get it together because there's some topics I actually want to give my 2 cents on. So, eventually some videos will be coming up. I'm also trying to create my website. I'm trying to create a website so that way I'll still post videos on YouTube, but the videos because I'm not even at the point to where I could be monetized. So I'll also post the videos on my website as well. So yeah, go check it out. You do pop in and out of different chats. So if you watch Keely or Tammy or any of us, Rob, South Florida Thrifter.
What's that?
South Florida Thrifters.
Oh, hey, George Sandy. Bye, everybody. Bye, and remember, there is only one rule here in the fandom zone: kneel before bitching uniform. Everybody have a good night.
Darkness before we never crossed our